I can't tell you why, not in. If you have my Snapchat, you can go ahead and look at it. I'm so happy. I'm. It has something to do with the summer. Look at the summer. Look at the summer. Look at the summer. Summer. Look at this. Look at the summer. Look at this. Look at the summer. I'm sorry. I can't stop making fun of this. I make fun of this as what Norwegians call summer because people make fun of me every day. Okay? And let's put it this way, my only friend, like somebody that I could call like a friend, somebody that I spend time with, that I talk to, my only Norwegian friend, and that doesn't, I mean, I'm not counting my husband's family because they're very, very good people. My mother-in-law took her own winter shoes that she wore to go to work every day. She had two pairs of winter shoes. She gave me hers. She would just randomly give me 200 kroner so that I could have money when I first arrived here. Well, let's set aside the material things. She was with me when I gave birth to my daughter. She was not just in the room, she was not there to judge me or to be like a typical mother in law. She was there for me. She wiped my tears. She helped through getting the baby out right next to me. She was right next to me. She was there with me. I think my mom wanted to be here, but okay, so my mom and I, we were close. My mom and I were very close. But my mom drove me crazy sometimes. I absolutely loved her, but she drove me crazy sometimes, and I drove her crazy sometimes. So it was good that my mother-in-law was there with me. My mom would have driven me insane. It took me 27 hours to get that baby out. I went through so much pain. You know how people say, "Oh, I want an epidural. I want a..." Bitch, they gave me the epidural. But I don't know what that man, it was a man, okay? A doctor. Are they called anesthesiologists? I guess so. So he gave me, he he did something wrong because my left leg was completely numb, but I kept feeling all the pain. I don't know how the muffer, let's say muffer because we want to be nice here on this channel. I don't know what he did wrong because I wasn't supposed to feel that pain. I was supposed to not feel the pain. That was the purpose of the frigging epidural. I felt the entire pain, but my mother-in-law was there with me. Like I said, I don't have friends here in Norway. What I have a lot of co-workers that I think I got along well with them at work. And sometimes they hear some of my personal stuff because you have to explain to your supervisors, you have to explain to the people who work closely with you what's going on with you. So I have like, it's very funny because I see them I sp- I spend okay from 8:30 to 3:45. 8 plus 15, 7 hours and 45 minutes with them every day under the same roof, and we talk, we interact, but we never do anything outside the scope. Like, I haven't really forged a friendship with anyone, although there are people there that I would love to. There's this lady, she is an assistant in my classes. I swear to God, she's been like a sister to me. She stands up. She stands up for me. She sticks up for me. She helps me with the students. And she has so much experience. We we got along really well. She's wonderful. And sometimes I'm like, I'm hearing, I'm thinking, I want to go to the movies, and my daughter doesn't want to go with me, and my neighbor, who I sometimes go out with, she's Brazilian. So it's like, oh, you have a friend in Norway. You're a neighbor. Yeah, okay, but she's Brazilian, so that it's like, of course, it's very easy to make a Brazilian friend. I swear to God, if you want to make a friend, the easy, the easiest friend you're ever gonna make is a Brazilian friend. And Brazilians, like, oh, there's Brazilian. Let's go. Oh, look, a Brazil. I don't know why they're so excited and surprised to see another Brazilian person somewhere. Brazil has more than 200 million inhabitants. There's always going to be a Brazilian person somewhere. So, yeah. So, if she can't go to the movie with me or go to Sweden with me, and my daughter doesn't want to go, my daughter has a boyfriend now, so I don't expect her to accompany me everywhere I go or anything like that, because I figure she's an adult now. She goes places with me when she wants to, and that's okay. So sometimes when my daughter doesn't want to go, when my neighbor go, I want to call this lady. And I don't want to say her name out here because I don't want to put her on blast, but I want to call her and say, hey, do you want to go? But I don't have the courage to do it. I don't know. Maybe one day I will. There's this other lady. She no longer works there. She retired. And I remember when I told her the racism that I went through throughout my years in Norway. I remember telling her what I went through, and she just cried with me. She's so nice. I would like to hang out with her. And these are women that are like my age range, okay? So both of them are in their 60s. In my 60s. I'm 53. I am 53. And I'm not ashamed to say it. And people think that when I say that, that I want them to say, "Oh, you look so much younger." But that's not it. I mean, it's nice when people say that. I disagree with what the internet says. Like, there are lots of videos on TikTok where people are like, "No, tell them they look good for their age. Don't tell them they look younger." If they look younger, bitch, tell them that. And if they look good for their age, tell them that. If they look beautiful that day, tell them that. You know what I mean? Paying compliments is a nice thing. So yeah. So I don't have Norwegian friends in that way. So I don't even know how I started talking about this, but the thing is, I I have friends in Brazil. I have ride or dies in Brazil. I have people in Brazil that are gonna be like, if I say, "Can you please take me to the airport?" they'll take me to the airport. I have a friend who's actually going to feed me anytime that I'm in Brazil. She has rice and beans for me. which is what I eat every day. She just brings the food. I have friends in Brazil who have been in my life for like 40 years of my life. My best friend and I, we've known each other since 1984. We were 12. We were so cute. And I think we were 11. Yeah, we were 11 when we met. And we became really good friends when we were 12. We found out that we both had an apartment at the same beach. And so I've had friends that I can count on for anything. Here in Norway, I haven't made a friend. I made friends in New Zealand when I was there. I made friends in Australia when I was there. I have friends in the United States who are still my friends, still this very day. But not in Norway, I haven't been able to. At this point, I'm kind of okay with being on my own. You know, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with I'm okay with being on my own. I sometimes I wish I had a friend, but there are circumstances, there are situations where I want to do things alone. For example, when I run the 5K, I want to do that alone. I don't want some bitch next to me talking to me while I'm trying to run the fastest I can and I'm trying to breathe properly. I don't want to talk. I know that you're supposed to be able to talk, which, okay, great, fantastic. But you don't have to talk, you know what I mean? So, yeah, so it is very lonely here for me. It's lonely. I want to say a big shout out to my regular viewers. I have a challenge for you. Watch one of my long form videos a day. If people did that, I would already be able to monetize this. I don't want, like I said, I don't want to be Mr. Beast. I don't want to be a big influencer. I want $50 a month extra so that I can pay bills, so that I can buy my daughter things like her books, clothing, like helping her, and also for my expenses, right? That's what I want. I have, I started teaching someone privately Portuguese. I think they quit though. They did 2 classes. I hope they didn't quit, but that was paying 50 a month, about just about. But I think they quit. They're very busy, or maybe they have a girlfriend and they're not able to use their free time to study Portuguese. Maybe they're with their family. I don't know what it is, but I think they quit. I hope not because I enjoy teaching that person. It's a very intelligent person, a little bit lazy, but they promised they were going to change and that this time around it was going to be good. And then I haven't seen them in like 2 weeks. I hope they didn't quit. We'll see. If they did, though, I need a new student in Spanish, maybe. I put an ad out on Facebook, so maybe that's going to pan out. racist ladies here today. Lord have mercy on me. Oh my God, there's nobody here. This is beautiful. I am not gonna do unfreezing legs today. It's not leg. I don't believe in leg day on day. I believe in working out as much as you can every day. All right, everybody. If you subscribe, please watch my long form content. That's where it's at. I hate saying using like the at in the middle in the end of a sentence because it's terrible grammar. But okay, there's nobody here. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna put a shirt on. People don't want to see black skin out. Yeah, I said what I said. T-shirt on before people get here. There's nobody here, so that's why I initially was just gonna wear this. I don't take my chances. Whoever's in there, why don't you type so I know who you are? You're supporting the show. Yeah, watch my long form content. Between now and the end of the summer, watch one video day, like an hour a day, 30 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day. Watch my long form content. If you are a regular viewer, watch my long form content this summer. If you watch an hour a day and you message me and show me what you watched, maybe there's something in this for you. A virtual class for free? We'll see. I'm trying to create a nicer thumbnail. For some reason, whenever I use AI on YouTube to create a thumbnail, they make me look so ugly. They change the shape of my eyes, the shape of my nose. They make me look like a different person. I don't know. I think it's trained by white people who think of black a certain way. So that's the only facial expressions. Those are the only facial features they're able to put. Anyway, that's a conversation for a different time. For a different time. Thank you so much for being here and watching. Watch the long form content. Have a great rest of your day.